And welcome back to the Jalen Brunson podcast. I mean the Clashing Conferences podcast. Sorry.
There's that dumb shit. I guess we'll see you next week.
So I'm filling in again for Dave. Obviously, he couldn't make it, so I'm here. You're going to deal with me. And I'm glad I am because I want to address something real quick. Tony, thanks to you, we have initiated a new rule in the Clashing Conferences podcast platform. For now on, every time I have to edit out foul language, you will be deducted a point from the scoreboard.
Wow. Ooh. Wow.
Dang, hit him with a T.
Man.
We had a record-breaking week last week due to Tony's excitement.
It's PG-13.
So does he have 12 points or 11 points?
So let's get right into the scoreboard. So we have...
This is how it happens, Tony. This is how Steven takes his little contest and decides who's going to win. I'm telling you, I've seen this before. He's about to explain it to you.
I need him to lose at least one. So pay attention, Tony. I need you to lose at least 1 point.
We have Topher at 10. We have Mike at 4. Matt at 10. And Tony at 5.
Out of here with that. So we're going to retroactively deduct all my points?
Ooh.
No.
I'm going to catch you, Tony.
12.
You're last place.
Tony does at 12.
I'm catching two
things.
We'll be by the end of the episode.
Yeah, he challenged last week because we said he had 11. He was correct. It was 12. So my bad on that one. You did win that one. However, you also did try to challenge that whole 5-point bonus thing. And as we proved that on Instagram, we went back to the tapes and proved that was from the beginning.
Who proved what?
He doesn't watch these things, Steve. He doesn't pay attention to our own podcast.
He proved that there's a 5-point bonus.
Instagram post that the guy who makes the Instagram reels dubbed in. Like, are we being real?
Look.
Do you think I trust anything?
I'm not going to feel bad because I'm really good at editing. Okay, that's my skill set.
Hold on.
Anthony tagged you. It was a real clip, man.
5 points. Yeah, okay.
No, Tony, hold on.
Anthony's in the audience saying that he tagged you on it.
It was a real clip. It's a real clip of a real episode of the real rules. Come on.
And it's black and white. They did it like Ozark. They spliced in the old scene where you forgot what happened, but it did happen.
I know, but how do we know that it was stated in those words?
If the team that you pick actually wins the whole thing, you'll get an additional 5 bonus points. And I think I'm even doing this in that clip as I said it.
So does he get
I want an apology because I get accused of cheating on these things all the time.
You're going to get zero
never cheated.
You're going to get zero apologies out of me.
Never cheated.
And I'm going to get 0 points because I'm going to curse 5 more times.
So hold on.
We got 5 more curse words to use. Let's go.
Did he get deducted any points for anything, or does he still have 12?
No, he does have 12. I'm just playing.
All right. Does he get deducted if he cusses this episode?
So, that new rule actually is legit. I am serious.
All right.
So, starting as of this episode, moving forward on any future episodes of Clashing Conference podcast, that's this one, the future baseball one coming up, the fantasy football one coming up, the football league coming up, and any other new groups as we're trying to get more. Well, we're not going to get into all that right now, but we do try to keep it PG-13. We want a pretty clean, decent product here. So,
then I guess
people will be able to listen to this with their kids in the car.
Yeah. Do we put a disclaimer on old episodes and be like, warning? This has 4 swears.
No, I mark every episode as explicit. I do my best to edit them out, though.
All right.
We're all adults here, but we try to keep it clean.
What's going on? What we doing?
All right. So, at this point, we just want to give Matt some time to talk about what's going on there with Boston. They seem to be killing it right now. I'm sure you're happy. Rick was here last week. You were not able to make it.
Rick.
I hope he took it easy on you guys. Yeah. I hope he did. He did all right.
Rick did awesome.
Good. Yeah.
All right. Good.
What's going on with Boston, man?
What's going on with Boston? There's not been a dull moment this entire time. So obviously we're up 2-0, which is as good as you can ask for right now after 2 games. Before we logged on, everybody was saying again, it's only a series when a team wins on the road. That's the next step. We got sounds like bad news about Porzingis. It's a different injury than the initial injury that he had.
A rare injury to the left leg.
Naturally. And again, this
a tear
is the thing.
Or something?
Yeah. Look, I'll say this. If he's out for the rest of the series, that's going to hurt. It's going to make it harder.
Did you hear
Luckily,
what he said?
these guys, they've been doing it. They've been playing this way without him. And if we can win the series, then, and I don't care if we can look back and say, hey, remember game 1 when Porzingis came in and dominated and we got game 1?
He
and
got
that was
you a win
one
already.
of the 4. Right. So that's what I mean. He already did his part. Thank you. That's really all I can ask for at this point. I mean, again, if you had given me the proposal and said after 2 games you'll be up 2-0 and Porzingis will be hurt, I would have been like, well, he's already hurt. Yeah, give me the 2-0. So if you could tell me that he comes back and affects the game.
Yeah, he's saying he can play.
Hurts.
He's saying he can play through it. He's saying it's a game time decision, and he also said he'd rather die than miss the game. So
Well, I don't condone anything outside the lines, but I mean, if they want to do a little varsity blues action and just zap him or shoot him with something so he can go out there and play,
they're doing that to Luka. They're doing that to Luka.
Get John Voight, get whoever you need, Vanderbeek, get him in there and let's do it. But yeah, I mean, we're in a good spot, and you can kind of start to see we're wearing on Dallas. The things that I'm noticing that are working, our defense, when we're playing defense, it works. We love doing lulls of not scoring on offense, but our defense is always clicking when we want it to. And then the second thing that I've really noticed is with this team, when we spread them out, Tatum, Brown, and anybody else, if they stay aggressive, they can always get around their first defender. I have not seen a person on Dallas yet who has been able to shift side to side and stop them from driving to the hoop. So every time Tatum and Brown drive, something is there. Either they can drive, they can shoot, they can get the foul, maybe not, kick it out, keep the ball moving. But if they continue to attack, it's over. It's all over. If they keep shooting a million threes and shooting like they did the other night, they probably are going to lose a game or 2. But if they just continue to attack, Dallas can't stop them. Period.
How many games in a row was this that Kyrie lost in Boston since
12.
His little spiel?
12 against the Celtics, 6 or 7 in Boston.
You think there's an actual curse thing going on there?
I think that there's certain things that you just don't mess with, and
lucky being one of them.
Like karma?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's like, say if you were doing a Ouija board or something, right? Like if you go out and do something like that, you're kind of inviting a certain type of energy into your existence. You don't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. He chose to do that, and he's been 0-12 since. So hey, I like it. Keep stomping on Lucky, and we'll keep beating you, and I'm cool with that.
I'll say everything's been pretty quiet. He's also sucked.
He has sucked. Yeah. Yep.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think he's, again, even just looking at the crowd leaving, he's saying, seeing game 5, and it's like, dude, you probably went 2 whole games without saying anything to anybody in the crowd. And then right when you were about to leave, you had to open your mouth. You know what I mean? So they talk about it on the radio here, but the firm belief is we have real estate in Kyrie's head. And
absolutely.
We care. He cares. Everybody's butthurt and offended in some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, like so far, I haven't heard anything else. Fans throwing beers at him or saying racial slurs, and he's not saying anything in media. So yeah, so that's what I mean. I'm like, okay, I could just play basketball. Wow, just play basketball. What a thought.
What's going on with Luka's injury?
Luka's got that's what I was going to say. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Matt, but he was saying about injecting up Porzingis. He's got some type of a contusion, like a bruise in his chest, and it's just painful, and he can play through it. They actually are shooting it up. They're actually giving him some type of medication to numb it. He's playing. He's playing great. Then he almost didn't he have a triple-double in game 2, and he had 30 in game 1. He's balling.
Dude, he's cooking. I mean,
yeah.
Tony and Mike, feel free to chime in, but some of the shots he's hit, I'm just
he's
that's Luka. That's what he does. He hits more shots like that than anybody in the league. Definitely. I was
going to say to Mike, I remember early on you talking about, you said Boston, I think, is just way too deep for you seeing them to be beat by anybody. Is that kind of what's playing out here? even with the dynamic duel of Luka and Kyrie.
Kyrie hasn't even showed up yet.
Yeah, I mean, just doing Boston's role players are getting it done, man. I mean, Drew Holiday is balling out there.
That was good. I was gonna talk about next.
I mean, he's playing as good as anybody on the whole court. Luka included, Tatum included. Drew Holiday's getting it done on both ends of the floor. He's guarding Luka sometimes. That takes a lot to guard somebody that's that effective offensively, and he's still getting it done on both ends of the floor. I'm really impressed with Drew Holiday. I mean, Porzingis was the man in Game 1 as well. I'll be honest. When did the news come out that there's a new injury or something worse than expected? I hadn't heard that yet.
It was tonight. It was like about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like Mike placed a bet before knowing that.
No, I did not. No, thankfully, no. But that was news to me that when you guys started talking about that a little bit ago.
Yeah, they're saying it's some rare leg injury, some tear in some type of tissue or muscle. He's going to try to play through it. What I think is crazy, you're talking about them being deep. My only thing about Porzingis is they're saying like the plus minus differential with him on the court is just like amazing right now. I mean, that's saying a lot with that talented of a team. But this if they're going to come back, Kyrie's going to have to show up, and it's going to have to be in the next game because if he doesn't play, I mean, it will hurt. He just opens a lot of things up for them, and just having his and he's good offensively. He's good on the defensive end. That's a big loss. I mean, if anything's going to let them back in, it's going to be him.
That it showed you too what it showed you. Like again, I think people really did forget what this Celtics team looks like if everybody's playing and healthy. They are frightening. Like, yeah, that's them, man, in spades. When they got him out there, they can kill you 6 ways from Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to try to say what Anthony said. So I'm not even going to try to say what Anthony put up what it actually is. I'm not even going to try to say it.
Oh, I'll go ahead and try to say it. It's a torn medial retinaculum, allowing dislocation of the posterior tibialis tendon in his left leg. I screwed that all up.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense though.
That sucks.
That's why they're calling it a rare
paste
injury
right there.
Yeah.
Copy and paste.
I'm gonna have to clip myself trying to say that.
But yeah, we'll see. Because the other thing too is it does hurt losing him in a lot of ways, but I think we're prepared. Cornette is a big 7-footer that just likes to play around the rim, which is what Dallas has 2 of. So if we can have a big guy that can just offset one of their big guys, Al's going to be the other one. He's going to drag that guy out, space the floor out, and make it easy for everybody to drive. So, I mean, it does hurt, but, I mean, we had to win how many games without him, including the other night when he went down. You know what I mean? So he didn't finish the game. So they do have that experience, and I just think that if we can just 2 more.
They're talented enough. I just don't think they're going to go that quiet.
I hope not. I mean, everybody was picking Dallas when this thing started, and now we see what the Celtics can be when they turn it up. And again, who knows? Maybe Jason Tatum has a big game.
Yeah, he didn't even do anything yet.
He's got one in him. I mean, he's going to have to get one. Just a matter of all the media talking about other people being the MVP of that team right now, and he's got to feel some kind of way internally. He's saying all the right things about we're a team, and I don't care who gets the accolades here as long as we win. But you're a human being too. People trashing you like this, right? Not trashing them, but just like not giving him the credit that he's probably due for getting the team to where it's at right now.
I said it earlier in the year. I don't think he's their best player. Matt, you were saying you think he's going to get paid that way. Is that still going to happen? If he doesn't have that big game or White might even have a big game and win a game for you. Everybody on that team is capable.
I mean, let's be real. At the end of the day, it does not matter who gets finals MVP because Tatum, the brand. Well, hold on. Tatum, the brand, first off, he's always top 5 in jersey sales. He's got the Jordans. He's got his own thing going on. So add a championship to it. It's like Kyrie. why is Kyrie allowed to get away with so much? Because he has a championship. And when you have a championship, you're kind of bulletproof in a sense. So once Tatum gets that, people can talk all they want. But like Scal said, you can put champion at the end of it too. And then on the flip side, yeah, if it's an ego thing, like, oh, I want finals MVP. Well, again, let's not forget Tatum's hero, Kobe, and probably another peer and hero, Steph Curry. They weren't finals MVP when they won their first championship. So does it really matter? Doesn't mean they have one less championship for them to count on their fingers. So I think if you get that one, then you could start building your own thing after, you know?
Who do you think they would give it to besides him? Porzingis, maybe? Or like, I mean, I don't think anybody's playing like crazy.
Holiday.
Oh, I love Drew Holiday.
Holiday or Brown?
I would say Brown. I mean, you can't leave
Holiday
Brown
or Brown,
out.
yeah.
I just looked it up. Tatum and Brown are pretty even on odds as far as Vegas odds. Tatum is plus 140 and Brown is plus 155, which is very, very close. Drew Holiday's trailing behind pretty, not way behind, but pretty far behind those two.
Really?
What odds are we talking about, Mike?
No.
Plus 500, Tony.
You said the other ones already. What does it matter?
So
it's a good number.
We did have a question from the audience. Matt, what's wrong with Tatum? His shot percentage is garbage.
I think he's still struggling in the limelight of the finals because his finals resume isn't that great.
That can't be an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse.
You can't be that guy, and that's a thing.
Well, hold on. This is the thing. I will be honest.
I feel like they force fed us that he's that guy. I don't know.
No.
I've been saying that for years.
I've beat up on, as a Celtics fan, I've beat up on Tatum probably more than anybody. But what I did notice the other day, and I went, huh. Okay, so everybody agrees he's having a bad series and he's playing like crap, right? He also is almost averaging a triple-double.
I was going to say, I wouldn't say he's playing like crap.
And he's up 2-0.
Taking over.
So if Luka had the same stats and was up 2-0, everybody would be kissing his butt. But meanwhile, Tatum's having a horrible series, as we would all say, yet he's almost averaging a triple-double.
I know. It's not a horrible series, but it's a horrible series for him. He's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the number one player on the team. They've been force-feeding us that for 3 years. I'm the next Kobe Bryant.
Audience was clarifying it was just his percentage.
Yeah, no.
What's the question?
He's shooting like trash. But again, if he drives and he gets a little more contact, dude, it's over. It's all over. Because he's had a lot of shots that were layups that he didn't get calls. And I'm like, okay, if he keeps playing like that, though, eventually he's going to get to the line or he's going to be smarter about it.
You guys are going to kill me, but I feel like this was the same argument Chris was putting up for Brunson.
What?
Just what is at the end of the day? What's the matter? As long as the stats are there and he's getting it done, what does it matter how it looked?
They're up 2-0 and he almost is averaging a triple-double. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't care what anybody says. Once we have a championship,
I wouldn't and he wouldn't.
You can say and you go, oh yeah, championship. Wah, wah. Oh well.
That's what I mean. He don't care when he's sitting there spraying that champagne and holding that thing. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be at the Garden tomorrow. I'm going to
the watch party.
I don't know what they call it.
That's pretty cool.
That's
why I texted you. That's pretty dope. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any concerns going away for these next couple of games? Do you think it's going to matter?
I think if the league wants a series, then I'm worried because know how those
I'm talking about.
If Kyrie turns on, does it change?
Yeah, obviously it changes, but also, I mean, they're going to be at home where anything can happen. But I will say this, the way Kyrie's playing and the way we're putting the clamps on him, we're not doubling. We're playing one-on-one, which means that if he's having a bad series, he's having a bad series one-on-one. So, hey, keep it up, my friend. You stomped on Lucky. Womp, womp.
Listen, Drew Holiday is one of the best defenders in the league, and I'm trying to decide if I hate seeing him get another championship, but I love it. But I love him. He's just watching him play. He plays whenever he's on the court. He plays defense all day. He plays offense all day. He runs around. He sets picks. He gets rebounds. He facilitates the offense, and it's we had him. And we traded him away for nothing.
He is a very high-level IQ ball player.
Yeah, I don't understand why you got rid of him. I don't understand why that's
Dame
we
time.
got rid of him because Giannis got hurt in the playoffs last year, and they wanted a star player to, carry the load if Giannis got hurt again. And
would you rather have Dame or would you rather have Drew?
Drew
Right
Holiday.
now.
Yeah, Drew Holiday, 100%. Drew Holiday won me an NBA championship. He has a NBA ring because he was on the Milwaukee Bucks. He's literally
one of my
favorite players of all time.
No, that's the. I mean the idea behind it was good.
Yeah,
of getting.
No, they
Dame.
had to do it.
You did need. You're right. You did exactly what you said. You needed somebody that could carry that load when Giannis wasn't there.
Yeah,
and that's not Drew Holiday.
Yeah, no,
as good as he is, but that's not what Dame is the guy to do what you needed. It didn't work out, but I still think it was the right way to go for you guys.
All right, so
at the time.
So for your Brunson argument, then Drew Holiday isn't good enough to give the usage to carry a team.
I agree. I don't think so either, Topher. I don't think he's not that type of player.
Wait. Are you asking if they did?
I'm saying
let Drew Holiday be the man. Could he be the man?
I just said that.
Minus a point.
Minus a point.
I mean,
yes. All right. So then, why would you get rid of Dame for Drew Holiday? Why would you go older for I disagree with you. That I'm going to use your own argument, but in a different way. Steven was thinking, why can't Drew Holiday get that usage and carry the Bucks when Giannis ain't there? Why do you?
I said he could get stats if you gave him the usage, not wins if you gave him the usage.
Okay. So, but you never gave Brunson any credit for the wins
because he stinks.
All right.
I don't. Well, first off, I don't think Brunson stinks. Second off,
I know you don't. We can move on. He's just hating.
It was Drew Holiday when they played the Heat. He was the star player. We tried it, and I mean, we lost in 5 games to the Heat too. It sucks. The playoffs suck. The NBA sucks when your team loses. Yeah, and if you want to trade, if you want to trade me Jalen Brunson, if you want to trade me Jalen Brunson,
we got to get him to lose a point.
Like already see how far he gets.
Can I just say this as a Celtics fan? So Marcus Smart is like your friend that you go to a party with, and then he just gets out of control and starts a fist fight, and sometimes you escape, and sometimes it doesn't end well. Drew Holiday is like the guy you bring to a party, and he's like talking to the girls, and you're playing the games and win it. It's just is a much smoother experience.
So much smoother.
Every time I for a moment I think it's Marcus because he's been shooting those shots for so long for us, and then he'll just drive and do this little flip layup, and he does it 8 times a game, and you go, oh, I love it. He's not jumping into the crowd, he's not yelling at the refs, he's like Jalen Brown, just.
Dude, he's your floor general.
That's your.
I was thinking today. I was trying to think of who a player he's like, and I was like, he's kind of like Chris Paul in his prime, but I'm like, he's better than Chris Paul. I don't.
Way better.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy if you don't remember how good Chris Paul was.
I
don't care about. He's like Carmelo. I don't care about stats when you didn't win or do nothing with it. They're just.
Anthony just said Chris Paul is overrated,
and Mike.
But
he's old.
But also that's about the Carmelo comparison is pretty spot on. So.
I don't know. Chris Paul, the thing I was comparing about Chris Paul, though, is he is the type of player where he,
I'd take
runs around, he sets picks, he tries to draw fouls, he is that type of player.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So when we made the picks...
Is Daniel Jones MVP?
No, that's not the question.
Okay.
Tony had
a comeback player of the year.
Tony had it a 7-game series. Everybody else had this a 6-game series. After seeing the first 2 games, you guys think that changes?
Well, yeah. Everybody
can we add on the stipulation
now? Yeah.
I wanted a 7-game series, but I had to get another point. But I can't catch him anyway unless I can get him.
Because it's rigged. We're in a rigged.
Unless I can get him to cuss.
I had to get points.
Unless I can get him to cuss. I need him to cuss for 1 time.
Tony's in the lead, and he said it's rigged.
Because he knows it's coming. Trust me,
I know
Tony.
it's coming,
dude.
yeah.
Nothing is
got
happening.
Like 1 or 2 more episodes for them to screw you.
You're like conspiracy theorists. If you think it and do it to yourself long enough, of course you can manipulate it and make it.
I was in a conspiracy theory. I had 3 points, a 3-point lead.
You got
5.
it.
Matt gets 5.
Oh, that dude,
the
he
magical
already
number of
proved
5.
to you that was proved and said all the way back. Go
Okay.
watch the episode. Go watch the episode.
It is what it is. I'm saying it is what it is. But
Give us
I had
another
to
view.
pick what I had to pick to
Like
win
and subscribe while you're
thing.
there. It ain't fixed. He told you the rules in the beginning.
This rabbit hole is filled up.
I'm telling you, listen, I'm not even arguing that anymore. I'm just saying I had to pick who I had to pick.
Hey, you did not have to
be
pick
a better fan, pick a better team.
City.
It was funny last week. He was like,
Pick
he was
the Bucks
getting
again
heated over that. Even in the IG clip, like you could see like your spit coming out of your face, like you're getting all worked up.
Yeah, he wasn't listening.
Yeah.
All
That's what happens. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like when you get the rant machine going.
Absolutely.
Can't continue.
We got to take in the rants.
We're gonna wrap up this first half here. Before we do, any final thoughts on the finals? Haha, no pun intended. I think next time we meet, this thing could be wrapped up. We could just be talking about who won. Is that right?
Possible.
Very possible.
Game
the way it's
3
looking.
Wednesday, Game 4 Friday, and then after that, I don't know. But
might not be enough.
I hope I get some good content for the pod tomorrow. I hope that the next time I log on, I'm celebrating a championship, and I'm not talking about a series that has been extended. So
Matt,
we'll see.
I want videos
Content from the parade.
of you and others throwing shots at the rest of this group for us to post. I want you to get your crowd worked up, get them involved.
I'm going with my buddy Boot Shaloop.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, I guess it's sold out because my brother was checking out tickets today, and he was saying that they're all sold out.
What do you mean? So what do you like? You pay
a watch party.
It's a watch party. They go
a watch party at the Garden.
I know, but they can't charge you for like a regular ticket.
They don't charge you for
yeah, they can.
Yes, they can. Lights are expensive.
That's a common thing. It's a very common thing.
Yeah, but you're not paying
it's a
the
very
price
good
of a
marketing
ticket.
scheme on their side.
Yeah,
no, I mean the only thing I plan on buying in there is water because they're like $20 a bottle. So other than that, I'm gonna just drink water and enjoy myself. But
I mean that's what the thing is. You go to these games, you go to these watch parties, you buy merchandise, you buy food, you buy beer. They make money off of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun anyways. I mean, because they've never done it before.
It is fun. It would.
I'll be at the first one. You know, like I'm ready.
All right, so reminder to everybody watching here, support us, please. Tell everybody you know that we want more people to join groups. Everybody's having a blast here. This is fun. We got merch. Guys, plenty of different ways you can support us.
Y'all like the blue hat? The blue hat, man.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, you're happy about your blue hat.
I know. I begged for that.
You did. Just continue to help this thing grow, get others involved. And when we come back, we'll have Matt Libs. Is that correct? Matt.
Yes, sir.
Libs. Matt.
No reverse Matts. I had 2 for last week, man. All good. I'll get them. We'll get them. We'll get them in.
All right. With that said, we'll be back.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. Just a few quick reminders for everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And check out our fellow podcaster, Jim Montgomery, with This Day in Philly Sports History. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Daniel Jones podcast. We're here for the second half. No. I keep trying. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, welcome back to the second half. So we're going to
New York Giants pride. Go ahead.
Isn't it Jersey?
Keep going.
All right. So, you just blew all that. We got to start all over.
Why?
Because Chris sucks. That's why.
Why?
Don't poke the sleepy bear. Don't poke the sleepy bear.
I know you're hosting, dude.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want when you're the host. That's the best part.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. All right, let's do it again.
Take
Ready?
points away. You can give
What
points out.
What is going on here?
Welcome back to the Clashing Conferences podcast. All right, we got a awesome second half ahead of us. We're going to roll right into some Matt Libs. I believe we got this set up. This is my first time hosting with Matt Libs, so
Cue the music. More than one. That's gonna come back and haunt somebody. No, they're quick. They're quick. Easy one goes bye-bye.
All right.
So,
what do you got?
Tony P. And again, give me rapid fire. I want automatic reaction. So, Tony, favorite Celtics moment when you lived in Massachusetts?
Dang, it's got to be rapid fire. Ray Allen hitting threes.
Anyone in particular?
The one against Cleveland. No.
You lie like rug, Tony. Michael. Top 3 places you would like to go see a game that you have not yet. Any sport. Basketball, if you want to be particular, but it could be any sport.
Well, my number one answer, if I can squeeze it in always, is Vegas. So let's go see a Raiders game. After that, I wouldn't mind going to see Fenway. I'm watching the Phillies play the Red Sox right now. Fenway is a pretty historic place. And then for the last one, let's go with a place I have not been. I'm going to use a future one. I want to go to the new Bears Stadium coming up in a few years.
There you go.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
Cool.
Steve.
So,
rather than give us all a compliment, give us all one pick it the hell up, boys.
Get more of those than compliments.
Can you handle it?
What are you talking about?
I know what mine is.
Let's just go right in order of my screen. Let's start with Topher. Let others talk.
I knew that was coming. he just told me out in the car the other day. Told me.
Matt, be responsible with your Matt libs. You draw some crazy questions that draw some crazy responses, and you gotta be responsible about it.
Big facts.
Mike, you ready?
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. You're a soldier.
Look at that. Yeah.
Tony.
I didn't ask
Stop
for this.
cursing.
Hold on, man.
Get your internet right.
I'm literally on
you get
turn your phone landscape. I should keep going.
I am landscape.
Like and subscribe. Don't
like and
fired.
subscribe. Yeah.
He said one thing, guys. One thing, please. Yeah.
Big facts.
He did say
transparent is my skill set.
Topher. Rumor on the street, Hartenstein to OKC. What does that mean for your feelings?
Yeah, I don't like it, obviously. I mean, I like Hartenstein. Mike, I even think you like Hartenstein. He's a hell of a player. I think when Josh Hart walked into the locker room out of the locker room for the last time, he pointed at him and OG and said, "These two MFers better be here next year." I wish him the best. Whatever happens to him, I just wish him a great career. But I definitely don't want to lose. I don't want to lose him. It would suck.
The pains of having a good team, because then you got to pay everybody.
I do believe we have some money. I think you're right. I think we are attracting people. So if we lose a Hartenstein, there's some good money. Maybe it means a bigger signing. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. I don't particularly at this point. Maybe in hindsight, it won't be a bad thing. So we'll see.
Yep. All right, Tony P. I know you have an affinity for dogs that look like bath mats, but name 2.
Get out of here. That was so mean.
I didn't even get to finish. Listen.
You can't bash his dog, man.
I know. Dang.
We seen you had
shots fired. Roof.
You can't take your dog to the salon and put it on.
Yeah, your dog went to the salon today, right?
Say something about it. What? Anyway,
man loves his dog, man. He loves his dog. Let him go.
I know.
Name 2 exotic pets you wish you could have.
I wish so. I wish I always wanted to get into like the exotic fish game, but obviously I know that's expensive and like you gotta like salt water and
it's
like that kind of fish. Like
you know whatever you want.
You know the fish tank in Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. I don't know why I always remember that fish tank, but it's a classic fish tank.
That's a good fish.
And then exotic animal. I would like to have chickens. Like if I could do a little chicken. Yeah. And make
Exotic. I had chickens, dude. I had chickens for I had chicken for years. I had a rooster.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I used to fight him off with a stick, dude. Steven, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
Tony, how many zoos have you been to?
Dude,
where
that
you
one cock was mean.
Dude, I had a really mean cock.
Yeah.
Like I had
one cock.
I used to have to beat him.
Hold on, guys. You asked me what I wanted, and then literally just made
said
fun
exotic,
of everything that I
and you
wanted.
said a chicken.
I can't believe you went chicken. I can't
You said
believe
a
went
chicken. He said exotic, and you said a chicken.
I was thinking like a jaguar.
Not a monkey, not a tiger, not a kangaroo, not an elephant,
That would
a
be
hippo.
downright dangerous.
A chicken.
Downright dangerous.
A chicken. Dude, I had 3 hens and a rooster.
Steve, you're going to have to edit this a little bit, I'm sure, but I think you're going to enjoy it.
And none of them were named Brunson.
Yeah.
None of them were.
Mike, give me your 2 favorite cartoon shows. I know we talked about cartoons a couple weeks ago, but your 2 go-tos as a kid or adult.
Well, yeah, I was going to start with adult. The only cartoon I ever watched as an adult, South Park. I haven't watched it in at least 15 years, but when I was in college, that was a very much a fun one. When I was
You
younger,
haven't watched a cartoon in 15 years?
Very much a fun one.
Yeah, probably not, Tony. I
That's
can't.
sad, dude. Watch cartoons.
I still watch cartoons.
His nickname was Beefcake in college, correct?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Good job, Matt. Good job remembering that.
As a kid, oh man, I watched everything. I mean, but I would say I was a big G.I. Joe guy.
Okay. All right. I like it. Steve, I know actually this was one I asked Dave in the past, but you are the content manager, so I'd be interested to hear. If you could host a podcast on anything not sports, it's your dealer's choice, what would it be about?
I would just love to help people in some way, whether it be making them laugh or, I think Dave's answer was actually kind of similar to that. That's exactly where I'd be. I mean, sports, the reason we're doing this one right now is because I had the examples in front of me. I seen the entertainment with it, and I ran with that idea. But at the end of the day, if I could use my skills and what I do every day to help the world in some way, that's what I do. And I don't think it mattered what it was.
Good answer.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Topher, you get to be coach of a big 3 team. You can fill it with 3 Knicks from any generation. Who are you going to take?
3 Knicks from any generation?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Ewing. Give me Melo. Give me Brunson.
Yeah, like you had to think about that third one.
I was hoping you would say Ragu.
Anthony in the crowd is saying he seconds that.
That's a heck of a 3.
So, all right.
That is a heck of a 3.
They probably aren't going to win the championship.
I'm not going to. Yeah, right. Well, no, Brunson is a winner, though. I mean, he's won some championships, so
that's true.
Hopefully, that correlates into the NBA.
Melo too.
Yeah.
What happened to Tony?
Oh,
every episode,
Jaguar got him.
Every episode,
the chickens
are the rooster.
The guy said chickens.
Yeah, you said exotic animals. He was like, I'll have some chickens.
Love that guy. I love him.
Oh, they cut the COVID internet right when we were expecting it.
He didn't want no more heat from the Mad Libs questions.
No,
that's what it was. He was like, "Oh man, is there one more coming?"
His dog heard me and got upset.
Yeah.
Is that all you got for this week, Matt?
Yeah, that's it. Everybody got there too.
That was awesome. I want to tag on Mike's question. I'm Beavis and Butthead. Growing up, that was like one of my favorite cartoons to watch.
Oh man, we used to have a blast with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when it came back out, we were all hyped.
Is it any good? Has anybody watched it?
It's just like it. They do a great job.
Mm.
They do it like they did it. Yep.
Mike Judge is a great content manager.
Yes.
We should get him on the show.
That'd be awesome.
Let's add him.
Silver tuna.
And when I was a kid, it'd been Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Love the Ninja Turtles.
But also, I want to say the South Park response. I don't I don't think there's been a more clever show, period, than South Park. The way they can take current events and spin it into a way that just like it makes so much stupid sense that don't make sense. It's like they're geniuses, and
I think
it's horrible content sometimes. Like the things they say and do are like horrible, but if you can like look past that and understand like the genius of what they're doing, it is some of the funniest stuff ever.
No, you need to do. Make Randy a Canadian on the other pod, like, you know what I mean, with his mouth. You know how they have the Canadians on South Park? Yeah, you got to give it to
Don't
me.
Don't call me guy, buddy. Don't call me buddy, guy.
One time.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Let me see you produce that shit. When I say shit,
there he goes. Oh, he's down to 9. He's down to 9.
Tony's not even here to see it.
No, that's not illegal because one of our slogans is that dumb shit again. You can't.
Yeah, it's the only time you're allowed to say that, though.
Chris, I make up the
pass
rules.
on it then.
I make up the rules as we go. You favored it. Yeah. You got favored the last group.
I can't win anyway.
Hit this one.
Listen,
I disagree that that's a bad word. You can't approve it sometimes and not other times. I didn't say the F word, man. I didn't say the F word.
All right.
Came up.
Well, that feels like some dumb shit. We need to let Chris get to bed.
I agree.
Yeah, we got to do a wellness check on Tony.
All right. So officially, there's that dumb shit again. Let's cut this one off. Thank you, everybody. Matt, good luck with your rest of your games coming up.
Let's go.
We look forward to seeing.
7 games so we get like at least 2 more episodes.
Yeah, can the Mavs get at least 1 so we just get some extra games to watch?
No.
You can win. Just like I want more games.
No, I want more episodes.
No.
Matt, you could be the first participant of the Clashing Conferences podcast to have a team win a championship that you're representing.
And possibly also win the competition. I'm trying to go for the big 2-0. That's how I'm
that's almost
that's an impressive introduction to Clashing Conferences.
That's almost inevitable though, right? I mean, I feel like if you won the championship, you most likely won the competition.
No.
I didn't pick the Celtics almost at all.
I think the competition was designed well. I don't think it would mean that. I don't think it would mean that.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll save that argument for the NFL one.
Listen, I hope I'm celebrating.
I have a take.
Are you saying is your take that you don't have a chance in either one in the NFL one?
No, because I won it last year when my team wasn't
all right,
good.
Steven, cut it off. Dumb shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, wait, Steve, were you going to say something about baseball podcasts or no?
I will. That's going to be starting up here in just a few weeks. We're going to finish this group out. And then we might have 1 week break, and then we're going to roll right into it in July. We are hopeful to get a full-fledged division for the group.
Awesome.
We had that with the NFC East. We're hoping to kind of complete the circuit with the baseball group. If not, the group that we have lined up will be worth the pod content regardless. So that's coming right down the pipeline very soon. Mr. Matt's going to be hosting. And Mr. Mike will be participating. And
Mike, you're a soldier.
Just here so I don't get fined.
That's going to be your shirt.
Team meats and treats, baby. Let's go.
So, all right, everybody.
I'm just going to start coming dressed up as Marshawn Lynch.
Love it.
All right. Thank you for joining, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right. See you next week.
Later.